Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are doing the Shrine of Secrets review for the 18th of November 2020. So this is the series in Dead by Daylight where we go over the Shrine of Secrets. There's 2 killer perks and 2 survivor perks. We go over what they do, what characters they come with, how they change the different tiers, if it's a killer perk then what killer's power does it work well with, and at the end I'll give my thoughts on which ones you should use your shards to buy. Keep in mind this isn't always the case. Sometimes I'll just say the perks are bad so don't buy any, or this, like, they're simple enough you can just level up blood points. You mainly want to buy a perk from here if it's a DLC one or if it's something exceptionally good, but those perks don't really come on very often, so yeah. If you follow my Twitter you'll know that I am taking a break from the game currently. This is probably maybe the most unhappiest I've ever been playing it. I really have not been having fun the past few days, so I'm going to take maybe like a week break or so, but I'm still getting these done and out of the way. I'm also going to hope this video actually uploads on time, because twice now the video I uploaded on the day and then I find out 2 days later that it actually didn't upload, so I will sit down and make sure this bloody uploads. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get started, get straight into it. And first up we have Deathbound, which is a executioner perk, or the pyramid head. I was about to say this is an obsession perk, but this is not an obsession perk. It's not. This is a interesting one, and I actually use this from time to time. I actually quite like using this one because it's very interesting. So, when a survivor heals another survivor for a health state at least 32 meters away from the killer, the survivor that performed the healing action will scream. So it's like infectious fright, that little bubble thing, revealing their location and activating Deathbound for the next 60 seconds. During that time, the survivor will suffer from the Oblivious status effect when further than 16 meters away from the healed survivor. Now, at tier 2 that's 12 meters, and at tier 3 that's 8 meters. So basically, you'll have people go to the corner of the map and heal each other, and once the healing is done, the person who's done that will scream in a little bubble thing for a few seconds, and then for the next 60 seconds, those 2 survivors have to stay together. Now, especially tier 3, because that's only 8 meters, and if they go any further away from each other than that, then they'll be oblivious. Or is it just the 1? No, it's just the 1. So basically, it's forcing survivors to stick together, and if they don't, one of them is going to suffer for it. So, it's interesting. I actually like using this on a lot of killers. I use this on Leatherface for a bit. Pyramid himself is really good with this. Actually, I don't know anyone else, but I actually really like using this perk. It's some interesting synergy. Throughout the match, you'll just randomly have it go off, as long as you're at the distance away. It's only 32 meters, so it's not that bad. Just outside the terror radius. Yeah, it has some interesting effects. You'll see where they are, so you'll know there's at least 2 people somewhere. And then one of them will be oblivious, so this is good for like stealth plays, maybe on Doctor or something, so it'd be kind of good. I don't know, but it's an interesting one. I've used this with a lot of killers, a lot of like random killers, and honestly, it's not great. I mean, it's still pretty good, but it's not amazing. But you could definitely, there's been some situations, like especially when it's the last 2 survivors left, and then I have this go off, and I'm like, oh, I know where you both are now. So then, yeah, you combine this with Infectious Fright, I guess. The extra Oblivious status effect is really helpful as well, in just being a bit more sneaky, catching them off guard. I think this does tell them if they heal, and then I think that icon comes in the corner on the UI, so I think they are aware of it. But yeah, it just forces people to stick together. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I haven't used it too much. Well, again, I've used it a lot, but like, I can't give a very professional opinion on it, sorry. But it's good. I do like using it, to be honest. It's a fun little one. Next up we have Diversion, which is a Adam perk, and I have all of Adam's perks except for this perk, but I don't actually have Adam, so take with that what you will. I think Deliverance was the first perk I ever bought from the shrine, because that's when I knew the shrine actually existed. So yeah, anyway, this is a activatable perk, and basically this perk will activate once you have been in the killer's terror radius without being in a chase for 45 seconds. So it's kind of like Stakeout, but it's a lot longer. So 45 seconds in the terror radius without being chased, so you're just hiding, or he's just, you know, happening to do something else. this perk will be activated. And once it is activated, you can press the activity button while crouched and motionless to throw a pebble, which creates a distraction for the killer at a distance of 10 meters. Now, tier 2 that is 15 meters, and tier 3 that's 20 meters. Per timer will reset once the ability has been activated, so you have to wait another 45 seconds in the terror radius to get it to work again. And the distraction will make a loud noise notification as well as a bunch of scratch marks around where it landed. So you'll see there's a lot of meme builds. This is a funny little perk. Personally, I really don't think this is useful. If people use this, it's probably just for memes and to come up with other things, but good killers can tell if it's a pebble. You can literally tell, even if there's no Adam in your game, you can kind of tell. But I feel like for newer killers, or maybe just mediocre killers, this can really, it's kind of like red herring, I guess. Killers can eventually catch on if you have red herring, and it's the same with this. But again, if it does work, then it's great, because, you know, it basically wastes their time. It makes alarm noise notifications, like a fast vault or blowing up a gen, as well as some scratch marks around it. So from time to time it does work, but then again they'll quickly catch on, or they'll just start ignoring them, which is what happens a lot, especially with me. Not especially with me, but it happens to me if I am also playing killer, and it's happening a few times. I'm just like, yeah, okay, yep, I'm just not going to fall for it now. It's easy to activate. 45 seconds in the terror radius is pretty easy. You don't have to, again, it only works if you're not in chase, so just hide behind the wall, do a gen. If he's in a chase with someone else, that's even better. But yeah, no, as I think it's a perk in itself, it's not great. It's fun, it's quirky, but I think seriously, using it in like meta builds and just builds, I just don't feel like this is worth it at all. So yeah. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Next up we have Tenacity, which is a detective tap perk. Sorry, I keep zoning out. This is a kind of simple one, kind of meh. I personally love it, and for ages this was in my all my survivor builds. I really love this perk, actually. So this will allow you to crawl. I was about to say recover. That's not this. That's unbreakable. You can recrawl 30% faster. Tier 2 that's 40%, and tier 3 that's 50%. And you can also recover at the same time. Now, that's the main thing. I feel that's why people use this, is because when you're down the ground, you can either recover or move. You can't do both. This perk allows you to crawl around and also move at the same time. Even using it for that, but even if not using it for that, I've had situations where I've been able to crawl out the exit gate just in time because of that extra movement speed. You know, when you get downed and they have to do an animation, because I got to move that like 50% faster, it got me the escape, and I always remember that match, and that's when I started to use it loads. You can obviously combine this, with like Unbreakable, Flip Flop, the new perk Power Struggle, which will be coming out soon, because that relies on having wiggle progress. So this basically allows you to stay hidden. Obviously Iron Will doesn't work if you're downed, but if you're in tall grass, I've had a lot of situations where I've been downed coming out of a fast vault, if that makes sense. So then by the time they've, you know, done their animation and climbed out the window after me, I mean, I'm in some tall grass. It's not even that far away, but you'll be surprised the first time how much time killers will just waste, just like looking around for ages. It's funny. I'm explaining this horribly, but yeah, I used to use this loads, and I realised like it's kind of situational, which is the thing with like Unbreakable and everything. They're really powerful, but if you're not getting slugged often, then this is just a perk slot that's not doing anything for you. So yeah, don't sleep on this perk. I would say give this a try. Do not sleep definitely on the extra movement speed. Honestly, like I said, it's helped me a lot. Don't underestimate it. It's a good perk. Finally, we have Tinkerer, which is a hillbilly perk, and yeah, the same thing. I have all of Hillbilly's perks except for this one. Actually, do I? No, I don't have Lightborn. No, I don't. I lied. Sorry. This is a pretty good perk. I actually really like this. It got buffed recently. Oh, sorry. But this one you'll probably see a lot recently in the new builds with Ruin and Undying. This is a pretty OP perk in that sense because basically when Undying came out, you've probably seen it, you've probably played against it or even used it yourself. I'm using it on Blight right now. You use Barbecue, Chili, Hex Ruin, Hex Undying, and this perk Tinkerer, and basically it prevents gens getting done like crazy, so it's pretty good in that sense. But even by itself, or even just using it with other things, or even just using it by itself, I really love this perk. You know, I literally don't have it. I don't even have this perk, but I absolutely love it. The prospects and the idea of it is so cool. So yeah. So basically, once a generator is repaired to 70% progress, you receive loud noise notification, so you get to see what gen is, you know, got that 70%. And you are granted the undetectable status effect for the next 12 seconds. Now, tier 2 that's 14 seconds, and at tier 3 that is 16 seconds. Basically, gen will reach 70% progress. You will see which gen it is, and for the next however so many time, you will become undetectable. And basically, again, using this with the aforementioned build, this will absolutely prevent gens getting done. But again, either just using it by itself or whatever. It's good. It's just good to know what gens are about to get done. I imagine this would be really good on Pig, maybe, because she has to put bear traps on, and obviously you have to be careful about who you put them on and when you put them on and everything. So you'll be able to basically see if a gen's about to get done, so you can activate the trap, so you know to put it on. I've never seen that used though. I've seen Tinker on a Pig before, but yeah, no. So I really love this perk. I might actually get it because I haven't got Hillbilly leveled up all. I just got Enduring when it was on like forever ago. Literally, it was not even months and months ago. It was just genuinely forever ago. So I might get this just to have that and finish the build because I don't have this in that Ruin and Dying build. I just use Monitor and Abuse. So it'd be nice to finish that. But I really like this perk. Again, don't sleep on this one. This one's really good. Again, it did get buffed recently. I think it used to be 80%, so now you have slightly more time. This is really good like late game as well because you know you're trying to keep an eye on gens, and it will keep telling you which gen, you know, is 70% done, so you know how to control that one and everything. And especially again with the Ruin thing, I know I keep mentioning it, but obviously Ruin regresses the gen loads, so if it gets 70% you can go there, get everyone off, and then that gen regresses again. So then when they come back on that gen, you know again that, oh, someone's gone back to that and been working on it for a while, you know. So it's good in that sense. I've explained. Sorry if I seem really weird or zoned out in this. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. And I'm only just doing this now at 8 o'clock at night, which isn't late at all, but you know, I'm tired. I should be just on YouTube by now. So now we're gonna go over what perks I think you should buy, and I will say maybe only Tinkerer is worth it. Hillbilly is actually a beginner killer. Everyone has him. It's only level 40, so you could, but at the same time, like me, I'm trying to save my blood points up for other characters and everything, and yeah, I'd rather just have it, you know, like it's same with Enduring. I just got it forever ago because I knew it was a good perk, and this is a good perk. So I'd rather just get it instantly for other characters rather than have to waste blood points, or use up blood points, sorry, to get Hillbilly up just to get this. Tenacity, kind of debating. I wouldn't say buy it. I would just say, well, I don't know. Obviously, again, it's a DLC one, so if you want to save, buy, and tap, you can just get this. But yeah, it's kind of situational. Keep that in mind. It's not guaranteed to do anything every game, but when it does, it can definitely have an effect. Deathbound is interesting, and you kind of have to combo it for other things. Even abuse it by itself, it's not that bad, but again, I just feel like maybe it's not that great to use as a perk slot, but I do like using it just for lols, I guess. A Diversion, again, I just don't think is that great. Great for memes, but other than that, I just wouldn't use this perk at all if I had it. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hope these are helpful. I know my opinion is not great, and especially today I feel like I've really zoned out there. Sorry about that. I just again, just really not been happy with this game recently, so yeah, make sure to follow my Twitter @LBrabbing for updates and everything like that. See I'm live and what I'm doing and everything. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.